Shira out there bobbing along. It was not a bad crossing. We made good time, but just before this island, there's another island, and so in between them, the channel, it made some big, confused waves and currents, and so we were pretty tender, rocking back and forth. But we had lunch, and Daisy's on shore now, happy. The ocean is over there on the other side. We're almost in Florida. We're in Alabama right now. Dauphin Island, Alabama. So we headed for an hour, went another 5 miles and re-anchored. So now we're 5 miles closer to the bridge for tomorrow. But this is the part of Dauphin Island that a hurricane took part of it out. And so it has some cuts in the island now where you can go to the ocean side. Off of Dauphin Island. But now we've got some weather. About 15 miles and we should be across the bay, is that right? Yeah. Yay! And there's Dee. Hi, Daisy. Hey girl, you're hanging in there. Yay! 1 sea's flattened out. Gosh, you can hardly see the oil rigs now. They're socked in because we passed the channel that goes out to the ocean. So we're fully in the bay with less swell. Riding out in the rain. Going through the boat wash. Into Oyster Bay, Baldwin County, Alabama. He let us use his truck to go to the convenience store gas station. It's called Sam's. Oh my gosh, 3/4 of the store was all fishing stuff, ocean fishing. It was so neat. Of course, I didn't bring the camera with me at all. The houses were cute. I got none of it documented. So that's the way it goes. You learn your lesson. Bring your camera everywhere. Getting an early start. Gonna try to go about 40 miles today. And we should be in Florida by the end of today. There's, I think that's Perdido Key, maybe, back there. There's just zillions of houses along the waterway everywhere, and they're so beautiful. Sweet home Alabama. Causeway Bridge, and it says it has a 50-foot clearance. We need 45, but then it also mentions depending on tides it can only have 48. So here we go. Eric took all the sails down just so he he has complete control.
It's low tide right now. Looks like.
Oh, well, that's good. Yeah? It's so hard to judge. Looks like we got 3 feet, don't you think? Woo! Hey, another day of traveling under our belts. We are on Okaloosa Island, Florida. Yay, we're in Florida. And I found a unicorn raft on the beach. It was in the the weeds or whatever they are, the grass over there. So I get to keep it. Now I got something to float on when we get to the crystal blue, clear tropical waters in another month. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe, I think Eric said 2 or 3 weeks. We might be there. Anyways, it's a beautiful evening. This is the ICW, or the waterways that we've been on. And tomorrow we continue on that way. And Daisy's happy she went to shore. Good girl! He's such a good fur dad. It's 54 degrees and he's taking her to shore one last time to go potty before we take off for another day of motoring the ICW. Woo! Choctawhatchee Bay. We went through Fort Walton and Dauphin Beach. Way back there, you probably can't even see it, is a bridge. This bay is 25 miles long. That's what's Dauphin Beach. And it was like 54 degrees this morning. The dolphins were swimming with the sailboat. The winds died though, and it's warmed up and it's beautiful. And we are heading right there to that bridge next. And then we go across the rest of the lake and tack up a little thin channel. Well, I guess it's the ICW again. And we'll anchor there for the night.
Enormous, instantaneous.
Not a good sign when you're entering a narrow channel that Marineways does not show depth and OpenCPN does not show depth. but our waterways book guide says it's 10 feet for 16.5 miles until we get to, oh, I forget what it is, Big Balloon or something. How we roll. We just try to find places to anchor. So this, we would have to go for 16 miles, which would put us there at like 5 o'clock at night or 4:30 or something, and then we don't even know if there's a place to anchor when we get out of this channel. So Eric's trying to find us a safe spot just off the channel. Of course, we keep plowing into the mud, but we'll do it. He's just debating on which side to be on. So if we went back here, that's the way we're gonna go. ICW channel. I mean, it just looks like it was so peaceful. Well, there's a rock quarry right down there. They're working. Somewhere over here, we can hear like a freeway. We hear sirens going off. And then we just had UTVs, side-by-sides or whatever, went along the cliff right here looking down at us. So there's Eric over there tying off the stern to a bush, I guess. And Miss Daisy, spoiled rotten, got her way again. She's on the beach. Is it gonna make sparks?
No, it doesn't. It's just...
It makes a mess.
Well, aluminum gets hot very quick.
Salt water?
Wrong one. Right idea, just wrong switch.
He's cooling down the aluminum light he's cutting because it got too hot. He is MacGyvering a light to go on the top of our Dodger tonight to make sure that we're seeing in
What?
this canal that we're off to the side spending the night in.
Don't get really fancy with this over it like that.
Salt?
No.
Oh, a light.
Okay, I need to find an extension cord now. I believe that's on you.
Now I turn the camera on and you're not going to do anything, right? So what's your idea? You're going to plug those two wires into the...
Well, because I don't want to ruin a perfectly good extension cord, which is my normal habit.
Yes.
But since I can't run to the store and get a new one, I'm going to put these two wires in there. I am going to add two little pieces of wire to this, and I have 12 volts right there under the cockpit, in the cockpit locker.
Mm-hmm.
So that way, for the night, we have an all-around light other than the masthead light. Because I don't know if tugs run on this line or not.
Mm-hmm.
From one direction, it's a big, long, straight line. They can see us, but we do have a turn behind us. So I want to make sure that we are visible.
Yay, MacGyver.
Well, the morning started out kind of windy, and we had about a 25-mile crossing of a bay, one of those weird Florida names. But now it's evening. We really couldn't find a place to drop the anchor out of the way. So we pretty much ran the boat up till we hit the bank, hit bottom, dropped the anchor, and we ran a line to shore, tied up to a tree, and this is our spot for the night.
And voila, here is our MacGyvered light for the evening on the river. And we have our tiki torch up ahead of it. Should be good.